Hey guys, it's Jay here. Absolutely insane news today. I really don't even know where to start. I really did not think I would be seeing this kind of news come from Respawn developers, come from Apex Pro players. So you guys will have to stay tuned if you want to see what happened with lead game designer over at Respawn and Imperial How on Twitter. And there's just so much drama going on right now. It's just absolutely insane. I did not expect to wake up to this today and see all of this going on. I had an entirely new video planned. All of that just out of the window. I will cover it still, but the main gist of the video is going to be on something else. So I'm not going to waste your time. Let's get right into the video, but I will ask that you guys please check and see if you are subscribed, and if you're not, please click the subscribe button. It would help me out a lot. It does take a lot of effort to put these videos out there for you guys, so I only ask that you guys please click the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Okay, so let's just jump right into everything that's going on right now. It's absolutely insane. I'm gonna read it straight from my phone. So I saw this thread on Twitter this morning, but I didn't really think much of it because I see this kind of thing all the time. A Twitch streamer basically got on and talking about how he would fix Gibby's gun shield and why he thinks Gibby's a little bit too OP and his ideas on how you can make it better. And I saw Daniel Klein, which is the lead game designer over at Respawn, replied to it. They were kind of having a good mutual conversation on things that they could agree with and how they can make the game better. And then I come back 3 hours later and things have gone absolutely berserk. It starts off with Imperial How simply just replying with a gif of Michael Scott from The Office yelling no. Then Daniel Klein replies, which is the lead game designer, by the way, the Respawn developer, and he says, this is why I'm getting flooded with notifications on my last day of vacation. Thanks, Hal. And I thought it was just a joke, right? Well, it moves on to this. Imperial How gets a little bit snappy and says, you were flooded with those before I even showed up, I'm pretty sure. Then Daniel replies and says, I was getting a trickle, basically just trying to prove that he got all of these notifications because of Imperial How, which in my opinion is not a bad thing. But I guess in his mind, it is a bad thing. So this is just where it's all beginning. The Respawn dev basically got upset that Imperial How responded to his tweet. And by him responding to his tweet, it made a lot of other people send notifications to his phone by liking the tweet or replying to the tweet. And now his Twitter's blown up, which like I said, I don't see how that's a bad problem. I mean, I guess if people are being negative and hateful, then I guess I could see how then. But if people are just replying to your stuff and you just complain about not being able to read your notifications because you got so many of them, I mean, that's a good problem to have. I don't see why you would complain. So they basically start arguing as to whether or not these notifications actually came from Imperial How. And he said, I was only getting a trickle, went to bed, and then you reply, now I got all these notifications, whatever. But then Imperial How goes on and starts to get a little bit heated from here. He says, look at all the timestamps of every response that was made on your tweet. I'm literally one of the last people to make a comment on your tweet, and I also don't disagree that I have a large fan base, etc. But simply putting a video of Michael Scott screaming, saying no. And one more thing, if anybody gets slander off of me saying one word like no to a tweet, then I might as well not exist. And Daniel Klein says this in response to that. He tells Imperial How, well, this is you now refusing to take responsibility. I can't tell you how to wield your influence, but if you honestly think that in 2020, someone with nearly 100K followers can't cause harm by simply chiming into a controversial topic, I don't know what to tell you. And I understand what the Respawn dev is trying to say here. I do kind of agree with it, but at the same time, you can't limit what Hal is allowed to respond to. He is a man that is also free of speech, but technically also at the end of the day, Respawn can strike any content creator at any time that they want for even playing their game. They simply allow content creators to play because it brings them more popularity. Another pro player named Cole said, bro, I was the one that ratioed you with over 100 notifications and I only have 2,000 followers. That did not have anything to do with Hal. You need to grow up. This is another Apex Pro player telling a Respawn developer to grow up. I love it. I love it. Then Imperial How's teammate Snipedown replies and says, pretty sure this is you actually refusing to take responsibility for rushing a change and then coming to Twitter and bragging about how it only took 2 to 3 games to decide whether or not the buff was a good idea. So this is multiple pro player on pro player on pro player teaming up on this Respawn developer about how they need to grow up. And this is not just any Respawn developer. This is a pretty popular one that we always know. I literally don't know what to say about this. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. This is insane drama. Even the Cocoa Puffs going on Twitter just saying Apex on Twitter right now with the Elmo emoji. This is, I mean, it's insane. I don't know what to think. I understand both sides of the argument, but just because Imperial How has more followers doesn't mean all of these notifications came because of him. Also, the Wreckin' Cole guy is a big pro and a lot of people know his name. Just because they're not followed to him, they still know him. So he has very easy possibility to come up with a very popular tweet. So even though a lot of people aren't following him, if other pro players or viewers see his name, they're more likely to retweet his stuff or like his stuff just because they do recognize his name. It's kind of like when Chris and Chandler from Mr. Beast didn't even have a Twitter yet. When they first made a Twitter, they didn't have many followers, but they were very likely to get more retweets and likes and followers off the start because they are actually relevant. And then just as I'm making this video, Quake actually retweets something that Daniel Klein said himself a day ago. and said that Caustic still needed a buff because he's one of the weakest characters. Guys, we need to talk. We need to actually talk. Is this the end of Apex? Is this where Apex draws the line and it's dead forever? I mean, how can you possibly think that Caustic is the weakest character? In my personal opinion, this is clear-cut evidence of someone who pays too close attention to analytics about Caustic's win rate is this, or Caustic lose rate is this, or Caustic pick rate is this, whatever, instead of understanding that, okay, obviously if you play the game, you know Caustic is not a bad character. So I don't know what's going on. It's just absolutely insane drama today. I did not think that Respawn devs would turn on pros like this, just this simple, and all the pros just fire right back. But I literally think this is I think this is just the beginning. But let me know down in the comments, whose side are you on this? Like, I don't know what to really think. I think I'm on the pro player side on this, but I like I said, I understand what Daniel's trying to say, but I think he's wrong. If he can prove that he's right, then I'll agree with him because I do understand what he's trying to say. But like I said, I just think he's wrong. But just before we cut the video off, this actually might not be as interesting for you, but I wanted to make a video today talking about Apex solos and related to Josh Medina's tweet just a couple of days ago about it. This one, fortunately, had a lot of content creators, not pro players, but had a lot of content creators reply to his tweet. But it was all in fun games. Like, everyone was joking around. No one was actually getting upset with each other. Everyone was handling themselves professionally. And because of that, I think Josh goes up to a top 3 dev now instead of top 5. But basically, he posted a hot take saying that duos was better than solos. And you had people like Candy Rose saying, come on, Josh. Other content creators also chimed in. My personal opinion still stands the same. I think solos is a necessity for Apex, not because of the game style it is. I definitely think this is a team-based game. But a battle royale needs skill-based matchmaking to be perfect if it's not going to have solos, and Apex is far from that. So I think we definitely need some kind of solos mode, because solo experience, the solo queue experience is just absolutely trash. Because once again, in a plat lobby, I got into a pred lobby with a silver teammate. Like, I don't understand why that's good. So let me know what you guys think of Apex solos. Let me know what you think on this drama. I'm going to be covering this more. I got a feeling that there's going to be a lot more coming out in the next few days regarding this. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Whose side are you on? Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel for some more Apex content like this. Also, I'm going to try to be streaming on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Saturday's still going to be our event day for the 1000 Apex coin giveaways that we always do. We also do the membership only giveaway. So if you guys want to click the join button next to the subscribe button, you guys can become a YouTube member and have easier giveaways to win. But that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a thumbs up. It's Viber Die only positivity. So make sure to make someone's day happier in the comments. Don't be negative towards each other like you see these people doing on Twitter. And I hope you all have a fantabulous day. I'm running out of breath. Peace.